Hello beautiful, thank you so much for being here. Cody, always here to help you have the most healthy, glowing, and gorgeous skin. And if you love this information, please subscribe. So today I am going to be filming a few videos showing you and sharing with you some insider tips on how to use my products. Because so many of you are buying my products, I appreciate it so much, and so I thought I would just kind of show you like how I use them in my treatment room, how I use them on myself, and maybe you can just take them also to the next level. Of course, you always want to be safe, and always just remember, if you have any issues with my products, you're not happy, you're concerned, or you feel like you're not really getting your money's worth or whatever, and you thought it was going to work more or whatever, you know, just let me know and I will take care of you. I'm not here to be hypey or salesy. I'm going to tell you the good and the bad with every product because I think that's important. I'd rather tell you kind of the good, the bad, the ugly, and then you make an informed decision. Alright, so in this video, I'm talking about a product that I haven't talked about much online. It's the third product in the Illuminating Lift line. So this is the Glycolic Cream. So if you're trying to get massive brightening, you would do the cleanser, the treatment, and then the Glycolic Cream all in a row at night, every other night for 3 weeks or more. But anyway, today I'm just talking about this product, and this is best to be used at night. What's cool about this product is that it helps with like multiple things. So it helps with acne, it helps with pores, it helps with post-inflammation hyperpigmentation, discoloration, wrinkles, kind of everything. It helps to rejuvenate the skin, it helps with scarring, it helps with texture. I know that sounds like a lot, and that sounds like a lot for this little thing to do, but if it's a really good glycolic product, it is going to do multiple things. Glycolic acid in general is just amazing for the skin. It's also been the most documented in research, and it's also just able to penetrate the deepest in the skin, helping to regenerate new skin. And also, if you are sensitive to retin-A or retinols, alpha hydroxy or glycolic acid is a fabulous alternative for you to use to get the same result or similar result with everything that retin-A does. So at night I use 2 pumps. I use a lot more of my products. I'm not skimpy on my products, obviously, because I do get them, you know, more reasonable, but with skincare I just kind of use a little bit more. But what you do is you use 2 pumps and you put it on your middle fingers, or you put it in your fingers like this, and then what you do is you rub it all over. I always get my forehead, so I put a little bit all over. And this one you don't need to continuously like rub it in, especially if you've done all kinds of other stuff. And so you put a little bit all over. I put a little bit on my neck. Be careful, you can get irritation on the neck easily, and these things are strong. So if you have very sensitive neck, just be careful, but it'll help that neck, that texture, and it'll help. I don't want to say lifting, because lifting, that's kind of misleading. There's nothing that really lifts the neck, I think, in my opinion. Even though people have said that they've noticed lifting with my lactic acid, I try not to make claims like that because, you know, people can get bamboozled. They're suffering with their neck when really they need a neck lift or something like hardcore like that. Really going to be improved much with the product, but it definitely can help with the texture in a little bit. So it's something to definitely try and experience on the neck. So I did the 2 pumps, and then I do another pump to use as an eye treatment or on my forehead. It depends on whatever I'm feeling like I need the most at that time. And right now I'm just going to do it on my eye area. So you can see how my skin is definitely more smooth just from all using my stuff. So every product in my line is meant to be used after a client. So the way I look at it is every product in my line is like a home version of a professional version that I do in my office. So it has to be safe, but it has to be strong enough to really deliver a result. It has a very high standard for me. I have a very high standard of products and how their concentration, so that they're really, really formulated in a way that are just strong enough so that you're getting the most for your money. It's not for everyone. If you're really sensitive and you want all like super duper like calming and stuff like that, my line is not for you. It's very active. It's meant to deliver results. It's like the skin trainer that's gonna whip your butt a little bit so that you can take your skin, kind of to that next level. So now I just let that soak in about 10 minutes, and then you would either apply some retinol. I know that might seem aggressive, but it will really allow that to the skin a little bit more. And if you're really struggling with like pigmentation or like acne, you've done, you know, the 10% you've done the 10% cream, your skin is a little bit open, it's traveling into the skin a little bit deeper because it's glycolic acid, and then you're going to bank on that with some retinol. You could do it either way, so you could just do the retinol or you could do the cream, the glycolic cream. It just depends on your sensitivity and your ultimate goal. All of the products in my line are very versatile. I want you to think of yourself like a little professional esthetician. They're meant to be used when you're feeling like you need something specific. So if you feel like you need more brightening, then you use the lactic acid. If you feel like you need a little bit more nutrients in your skin, you use like the beauty elixir. If you're feeling like you need just a little bit more wrinkle rejuvenation and help with your acne, then you use a little bit more of the glycolic. Or if you're wanting, so it's just really versatile line. I don't want that to sound like confusing and you don't know what to do, but there's no way that you can really mess this up with these products. They're all meant to be used interchangeably, which is so great. So you never, there's not one product in my line that you can't use together. Like, they're all meant to be used together. The only downside to this product is that it could be a little bit too active for you and it could cause a little bit of too much dryness or irritation, and that is normal when you're using a decent product that's formulated really well. So if you're very sensitive or you're brand new to AHAs, then just, you know, maybe ease into it and only use one pump, or just, you know, maybe pass on this product because it could be a little bit too much. But as you can see, it is completely soaked into my skin. The lines are almost invisible. The forehead lines are definitely more improved. My skin is definitely hydrated. I'm sweating a little bit, I'm sorry. It's a little warm in my office today, but if you have any questions about this glycolic cream, feel free to ask them below this video. Right, so I'm now talking about my retinol, which has a 3% formulation of retinol, and that is a little strong, so you want to be careful. If you're new to retinol, you want to be really careful because 3% is pretty high. Now, I know everybody has different percentages and whatever, but I sell this all day long in my office with people that are really struggling with acne, actually, and wrinkles, or that really want to rejuvenate their skin. And sometimes the feedback is, you know, I can only use it once a week because I just use it and then I'm like shedding everywhere. So it depends on your skin sensitivity. If you're like brand new to retinol, I probably don't recommend either using this, or I recommend maybe just buffering it down with a little bit of moisturizer by applying the moisturizer first. But it is buffered with antioxidants and stuff in here so that you are going to be able to use the retinol longer so that you don't have that massive irritation. But just know every product from my line is a little bit more acidic, it's a little bit more active, it's a concentrated amount of ingredients, which is not for everyone. So if you're like super hardcore sensitive and you just want like more of a baby kind of skincare, my line is not for you. And if you're also looking for extreme hydration, I am working on a couple things right now, but my line is not very hydrating. It does help your skin to become healthier so that it will retain more moisture, but I don't have a lot of hydration, deep moisture, deep thick creams in my line because they're all treatment products. They're all designed to kind of deliver a result. And moisture, I always kind of feel like you could probably do just fine with a CeraVe or something like that, to be honest. What matters and where you should be spending your money is on products that are really going to penetrate your skin and really deliver a result. So with the retinol, what I do is I do similar to the alpha hydroxy cream. I use 2 pumps. Now, if you were using them together, like the alpha hydroxy cream with the retinol, you can do that either way. So you would, as long as, so if you use the glycolic cream, you need to make sure that it's in the skin for 10 minutes. If you use the retinol first, make sure that's in your skin for at least 15 minutes and apply that first. But right now I am putting it on my fingertips just like this, and I'm going to rub it all over. And I put a little bit all over. Now with retinol, you really kind of want to push it into the skin. You really want to make sure that you're kind of massaging it. And this is true of Retin-A and all retinol in my opinion, unless the formulation is saying otherwise. But you really want to kind of massage it into the skin a little bit. You want to slow down and just really kind of drive it into the skin. See, vitamin A is amazing because it does so many things all in one, but also it's a vehicle, so it kind of will allow the penetration of other products. Like if you're using something with hydroquinone, then what you do is you put the retinol on first, or your Retin-A on first, and you put that in, you kind of really drive it into the skin. So I did 2 pumps, and if you're really sensitive, that's all that you would need, but I'm pretty hardcore. And then I'm doing another pump, and what I do is I apply it around my eyes and my forehead like this, because I'm always kind of trying to regenerate the collagen here.
and underneath the eyes like this, and then some wrinkles here. Now take it all the way back, all the way into the hairline like this, and on the brow bone, so that, you know, retinol travels into the skin, and so if you put it on the brow here like this, is going to go down. That's why they always ask if you've been using retinol, because it travels that top layer. It is regenerating the bottom layer of the dermal collagen with regular use. So this is something that you would use probably every 3 nights. I do have people using it every night once you've built up a tolerance. So do like 2 nights and then try 3 and then try 4. You just kind of want to baby yourself into using these more active kind of agents, and at any time you can use less. If you're getting too dry or too irritated, you can just back off, and you can also just moisture or do a moisture mask like a Clinique Moisture Surge mask or the Dermalogica mask. I really still like that, the skin hydrating mask, or a sheet mask or something like that. Or you could even use like vegetable glycerin to calm down your skin and spray a little bit on your skin, or add a few drops to your hand and kind of apply it to your hand. So I let the retinol soak into my skin for about 10 minutes. Not always am I the best at that, but if you're really trying to take your skincare to the next level with my products or any product, you want to allow the absorption of each product to really kind of give it, you want to allow the product to absorb and give it enough time so that it's really getting into the skin and soaking in there and kind of really giving all the nutrients that it possibly can. Retinol helps to build collagen. It will go into the skin. It acts a little bit of a vehicle. So now if you want to brighten your skin, now you can use a brightener. So in this case, I'm using my Precision Brightening Treatment. And what's really awesome about this, a lot of my clients that are darker love this product because it doesn't cause adverse reaction. It has 2% glycolic, 2% hydroquinone in here, and it's engineered in just a way so that that they're very cohesive together. If you're not down with hydroquinone, then don't use something like this. But 2% formulations are the same, that's similar. It's a lower formulation. It's similar to like what you eat in blueberries and what's in coffee. So, but if you're just trying to avoid, you know, like hydroquinone, then what you would do is you would use like my Glycolic Acid products, the Glycolic Cream and the Alpha Hydroxy Cleanser, and or the Illuminating Lift Cleanser and the Lactic Brightening Treatment, or the Vitamin C, if you're just trying to avoid hydroquinone at all costs. Now, because it's 2%, you don't really need to go off of it every 90 days, but you don't also need to stay on it. So your skin will get pretty bright, and then you should always rest from products anyway. Give them a little break, use them interchangeably, go on and off, and get more in the habit of knowing kind of each day what does your skin need. You know, so if you were at the beach a lot and your skin is feeling really like it's got a lot of sun, then you need to go give it some love and some antioxidant love with the Beauty Elixir or the 12% vitamin C. Or if you're feeling like you're getting a lot of congestion, then you're going to do an extra cleanse, and then you're going to use a little bit more of the Glycolic Cream. So get more in the habit of really knowing your skin and what it needs in the moment. Be in the moment with your skin and give it what it needs at that time. Try to not get caught in always following this regimen. It has to be this regimen. Really, the skin, every client that I see, I never ever do the same thing twice on them usually. Very rarely. Every time I do something unique and different for them, and I just know kind of, I feel out their skin and kind of what they're needing, and you know, it's talking to me in the moment and it's telling me, you know, today I'm dehydrated and I need a little love and I need some nutrients, so I do a vitamin C and a glycolic or something. So this cream has 2% hydroquinone and it has 2% glycolic. So what's cool is you can use this as a spot treatment, and you put it a little bit on a little pimple as you feel it coming in, and it will start to brighten the PIH, the post-inflammation hyperpigmentation, as it's occurring, which you should learn how to do so that you're treating damage as it's occurring instead of waiting it to be on your, instead of waiting for it to be on the skin and then having to use a lot more product and to use it for a longer period of time. So with this, I use only about 2 drops, and what I do is I just kind of do with all of my other creams. I put a little bit all over, like this. My skin is pretty treated because I've been doing these videos back to back, so this is so right now you're seeing my skin absorbed with every single product that I've shown in this lineup of videos. So I have not taken or rinsed off my skin at all. Would you want, do you need to do all that? No, you don't. I think less is more. I think the biggest issue that I see with people is that they're just using too many products and they're using a whole new system all at once and the skin freaks out. With these, they're super active and super concentrated. So I say, you know, try one, then try 2. See how they resonate with your skin before you just kind of overdo it and then have kind of a reaction, or your skin feel like it's being traumatized a little bit. And that's with any line. So I put a little bit all over, and right now I don't have much discoloration going on, but let's just say that I did. So I do another pump on my fingers, and what I would do is I'd rub it just wherever I had melasma or discoloration and pigmentation, and I just kind of keep rubbing it in, keep rubbing it in, keep rubbing it in. Another thing that's really great about this product is that you can put it right underneath the eyes, and it will help brighten those eyes if you have a little bit of discoloration, and most people do. And you can put just the essence of whatever is left over right on the eyelid. I know that seems risky, it's a little off-label, so be careful if you're very sensitive, and make sure that you're not dripping it on the eyelid or anything. But I do treatments. I don't do a treatment with this, but I do the professional treatment on them with professional stuff, and then I sell them this for home care, whatever they need for home care. You can also use that, I know this sounds a little weird, but you can also use it on the backside if you want to do a little bit of booty bleach. And just so you know, I do have people that do that are dancers, and they use that and they love that, and it's great. Just so you know, I just thought I would share that just because it's great for that. Just be careful, don't put it inside, you would put it on kind of like the outer perimeter. So guys, this is a lot of stuff on my skin that I've done today. So it's starting to feel really nice and tight, and it's kind of tingling because everything's a little bit more acidic, but it doesn't feel tingly in a bad way. It feels like it's just alive. My skin is just like really feeling like it's been filled up with a lot of like nutrients. So you can see that it's definitely looking a lot more shinier, and the forehead lines, I mean, look at the forehead lines. It is super hydrated. I'm gonna start to see a lot more bounce in my skin. Now, to be fair, I did have some Sculptra done it's been almost 2 weeks or a week and a half. So I'm gonna start to get some volume in there. And so just thought I'd just share that so we keep it real here. So if you have any questions about my precision brightening treatment, feel free to ask them below this video. Talking about my Rehydrating Cream, which is a hyaluronic acid cream. This is so great because it can be used all over the skin. It's fabulous for acne. If you're looking for massive hydration, like you just like thick, greasy kind of creams, this ain't a cream for you. This is meant for people that want to hydrate their skin but still keep it a little bit more on the drier side, so it's not like a greasy moisture. But my acne clients are obsessed with this product because it does not cause acne congestion. It also helps with wrinkles. Hyaluronic acid also helps to shrink the pores. It helps with wrinkles, anti-aging, and it's just very healing to the skin in general. And this, I can't use enough of this. It's just awesome. And like I said, it doesn't cause congestion, so if you have acne, it's like perfect for you. And what you do is you put this all over your skin, just like you would any other cream. And then also, you can use it as an eye cream. All products you can really actually use a little bit as an eye cream. I do carry an eye cream, but it's a very specific type of eye cream that does multiple concerns. In general, you don't probably need an eye cream, but with this, I tell people to use it as an eye cream, and they love it. They love that they get like a 2-in-1. And I had a woman complain that this was so expensive and it was so small. I've had a couple complaints like that. And, you know, I think that, you know, I take all criticism very seriously, especially when it comes to my products. But, you know, she actually emailed me back and she goes, "I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it was actually going to work," you know, and I'm like, well, yeah, it should be working, but, you know, it's $28. And if you're in the market just for a moisturizer, just a simple moisturizer, don't get this. I mean, this is too expensive for you just looking for a generic moisturizer, especially if you're trying to calm down retin-A or whatever. This is for somebody that has like used every moisturizer and still can't find something that won't cause acne. This is for somebody that wants to use a decent light cream twice a day or whenever they feel like they need more moisture that also helps with anti-aging, or maybe wants to use something that they can use as a cream and also use as an eye cream as well. Or if you're really young, the thing that people love, and the feedback I always get it from my products, is that they don't feel greasy and gross on the skin. And that's because they're just refined in a different way, and that they're like, a lot of them are micronized and stuff, so that the formulation process is just a little bit more refined, which is always great. But, you know, if you're looking for just a versatile cream that will do, you know, hydration and not cause acne congestion or anything like that, you might want to give it a little look. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them below this video. I don't think I've ever talked about this next product, but this is my Weightless Moisture for dry and blemish prone skin. And it is like one of those products that's interesting because, like, once somebody starts using this, they're like obsessed. Like my friend Lori is obsessed with this. I have quite a few acne people that are like,
I need more of the Weightless. It's like such an interesting, you know how people get really attached to a product. So now the thing is it does feel a little weird. It is kind of very slippery on the skin, and a lot of people maybe at first instinct might think, oh, I don't know if I want to put that on their skin. This is a very deeply hydrating serum. This is the most hydrating serum that I have in my line. It's great that you can use it on your hands like this, but also when you're feeling very dehydrated from retin-A or chemical peel, this is what I give clients in a little sample jar, and I have them use every night for 7 days. And it's just very healing to the skin. It has cholesterol in here, the good kind, and after 30 we stop producing that cholesterol. And what's unique about this product, it's also a makeup primer, just so you know, is you can use a few drops and feel really hydrated but not greasy, even though it feels a little greasy when you put it on. It's very strange. It's one of those things you just kind of have to experience yourself. But I always say do 1, 2, 3 drops. 3 drops in your hand like that. And then you're just going to apply it all over. Now because it's a more lipid product, and it's going to moisturize your skin, and then trap that water in there so that you don't get transepidermal water loss. If you're using this as just a general moisturizer, then you should use this on your skin first. Put it in your skin and allow it to fully absorb, and then you would start to apply anything else. Or use it whenever you feel like you need more moisture, especially if it's like really cold, or if you're feeling like you're getting chafed on your lips, or if you're feeling like you're getting really irritated from like retin-A or whatever. It's fantastic for that because it just really will help heal the skin and lock that moisture into the skin so that it doesn't get dehydrated and escape. A little bit goes a long way. If you use too much, you can feel a little bit too moisturized, and it can be used on acne and all skin types. If you're like severely congested and prone to acne, maybe not best to use that. You would start with my Rehydrating Cream. But if you're more mature skin and you're really trying to get your skin to be flooded with moisture and to keep that moisture in the skin so you don't have to constantly reapply a product, this would be something definitely to look at. Use a few drops at first. Put it into your skin kind of like I did. Let it soak in for a few minutes and then see if you need more moisture. I think a lot of people, what they do is they just put too much on right away with any product, and then they feel like it's a little sticky and tacky on the skin. So this is my Weightless Moisture for dry and blemish prone skin. So that's all skin types, from dehydration to acne skin types. I know that seems kind of interesting, but anyway, as always, stay gorgeous. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them below this video, and remember to always stay gorgeous, and I'll see you really soon. Bye-bye.